Good morning, it's Lori from Passionate Penny Pincher, and I am so excited. It is day 2 of the Ultimate Grocery Budget Challenge, where every day this week we are going to seriously tackle our grocery budget. If you would like to join the challenge, if you're struggling with your finances, if you feel overwhelmed by how much you're spending, click the link right there at the top of the video. You can also click the pinned link, and it will take you right to the challenge, and you can join us. It's going to be a great week. So as you can see, my dog is already into the food this morning. So that's the way it goes. So we are doing today, I am so excited. We're going to talk about the challenge. We're going to talk about some goals. We are actually going to make, and some of y'all may think this is disgusting, we are seriously going to make one of my all-time favorite McDonald's recipes. Now some of y'all may say, really, McDonald's? You like McDonald's? Okay, so I grew up in a home back in the late 80s, early 90s, and my mom was a single mom to 4 kids. So we ate a lot. And she worked like 60 hours a week. So we ate a lot of McDonald's. I would not recommend that. However, I am obsessed with their Egg McMuffins. So we are gonna make homemade Egg McMuffins. We're gonna talk about, we're actually do that in the Ninja, and I am gonna give away a Ninja. So give me a heart or like, who would like to win a Ninja? Yeah, a Ninja slow cooker is awesome, and I'm gonna make it on there. It's gonna be so fun. So, to enter to win the giveaway, what I need you to do is I need you to share this video with a friend who would love to do the spending challenge with you, because it's way more fun to save money when someone else is doing it with you. So we're going to show you guys how to do that. Share the video with a friend. The challenge for today was to not spend any money until Friday. I'm going to tell you how I goofed up on that in just a minute. And then you also want to invite a friend to join you. I want you to know, how much are you really spending on food and groceries and dining out each week? Like, how much are you really spending? Not what you think you're spending. For real, what are you spending? And how much would you like to save this week, and what would you do with that money? I want to hear right now, if you can leave me a comment, how much would you like to save this week on groceries, and what would you do with that money if you did save that money? Okay, so let's go ahead and let me show you how we are going to make Egg McMuffins in my Ninja, which actually, I'll be honest, I'm not doing these crock pot wise. I'm actually using the oven, the stovetop setting on them right now. But I watched this video from the chefs at McDonald's, because who else would show you how to do this? And I learned how to make Egg McMuffins. And so now I don't buy them, because I can make them at home for so much less. And I'm going to tell you why you're spending way too much if you're buying them at the store. Because I know an Egg McMuffin isn't all that much money. But let's talk about how it really looks. Okay, so necessity is the mother of invention. Is that what they say, right? So when you need something and you don't have it, you have to get creative. So I'm using mason jar lids, which work great. So I'm using mason jar lids. I'm gonna put a little spray on them because I don't want the eggs to stick. I'm making 5 if I have enough. I like the wider ones. I've got enough room, I'm gonna do 5. I like the wider ones if you have them, because they make them a little bit bigger, but if you don't, in fact, I should have cleaned this one out this morning, but I think it's going to be okay. I actually practiced this morning. Hang on, let me get this clean. The spray is to help the egg come out. It does have some, ooh, I almost burnt myself there, y'all. Okay, so what we're going to do, can y'all see? Is this not the craziest thing? Yeah, look at that. So there's my mason jar lids down in my crock pot. Who else loves them, an Egg McMuffin? Like, y'all just be honest. Be honest. Be honest if an Egg McMuffin makes you happy. I love the Egg White Delight McMuffin even more, so I will probably practice making these that way as well. Okay, so we're going to break our little eggs right here. And I'm going to ask y'all a question, because I am not a famous chef from McDonald's. Remember, I'm using this Ninja on the stovetop setting on low. But here's my question. I noticed when he did it, he broke the egg yolk. I do not typically break my egg yolks, but I think I'm going to do that with a knife. He used the top of the egg to break the yolk. I don't do that. Do y'all break the yolks when you do this? I'm washing my hands real fast. I have no idea if you're supposed to do that or not, but I'm going to do that because it's what Mr. McDonald's guy did, and I'm just going to use a fork, I guess, to break the yolks. Okay, y'all, do you break the yolks? This is my question. He used the egg. I don't make a lot of poached eggs, I'll be honest. Okay, there we go. So next what we're going to do is we're going to add a tiny bit of water in, and this kind of lets them steam. You know how at McDonald's it tastes kind of steamy? This is how we're going to steam them. You can totally do this on your stovetop. I'm doing it with my Ninja because I have it and I love it. Okay, so those are cooking, all right? If you would like to join us for the Ultimate Grocery Budget Challenge and hear why I'm making Egg McMuffins at home, click the link above. I'm toasting my Egg McMuffins. One thing that I love about doing it at home is that I get to choose how healthy or not healthy these are. So I'm using whole grain English muffins. We're gonna let those cook for a few minutes. And while those cook, I'm gonna talk about grocery budgeting. I will also show you, let me show you real fast what you're gonna need. You can also use provolone or Swiss cheese or whatever kind of cheese you like. That doesn't show very up well, but it's that. We're gonna use some Canadian bacon. So I've got Canadian bacon. You need some butter, and you need your English muffins, which again, I'm using the whole grain English muffins, so I get to make them a little bit healthier than what they would be at the store. So there we go. Okay, so let's talk about this, because this is the weirdest thing ever, right? Like, why would you ever do this? Why would you do this? And I was doing the math on this morning. First of all, let me tell you. So I told you guys we were doing a no-spend challenge and we weren't going to spend any money. Remember that? We weren't going to spend any money at all on our this week. And then I realized this morning I didn't have enough eggs. But listen to what happened. I walked into the store and I told myself, okay, you cannot buy anything else. You can't buy anything else because you said you're not going to spend any money. Well, I also noticed we were low on milk, and y'all know I have a family with 3 kids and a husband who loves milk. There was no way I couldn't do that. So what I did, this is how I told myself I'm going to walk in with a $5 bill, and I'm not going to spend more than that $5. So no matter what I see, and as soon as I walked in the store, y'all, I saw everything. Who else does that? You walk in the store and you see the thing you know. Give me a harder like if you walk in the store and all of a sudden you're going in for eggs, and all of a sudden you just bought chocolate because it was there and you wanted to eat it, and you bought a Cadbury egg maybe if it's this time of year and you're like me. So I was determined though I was not going to spend. I only had $5 in my pocket. Y'all, I got to the blessed egg section. I looked at the eggs. They were, y'all do it too, they were $1.19. Do you see these eggs? They expire in 1 week and they were on sale for 59 cents. I knew I was going to need the milk, so I went ahead. We have crazy milk prices here. Tell me what your milk prices are. They were $1.19. So I spent $1.78. I used my change. I didn't even use my cash because I didn't want to use any things. Guys, I was determined I was not going to spend more than I said I would. Guys, as you're hopping on, if you are late to joining us, be sure to click the link at the pinned comment because it will take you to the Ultimate Grocery Budget Challenge, and I would love for you to join us. Also, hit that share this button, and you will be entered to win a Ninja, which is what is cooking up my McDonald's breakfast this morning. Super yummy. So let's talk about why this matters. Why does making this stuff matter? And this is what's super important. Day 2 of the challenge, I want you to be going through. I want you to print out your PDF. When you sign up for the challenge, you're going to be able to print all of the spreadsheets and the worksheets that I'm using. What I need you to do is I need you to figure out how much did I spend on groceries and dining out this last week, because it is probably bigger than you think you're spending. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how much you should be spending, so you'll have a calculator that actually shows you how much you should really be spending based on your family. But if you're not sure, you need to click the link, you need to sign up and get involved. Okay, so here's the deal. Let me check my eggs real fast before I burn them. So I went through and I did what we've spent. Oh, I think those are about ready. Yep, they look pretty good. Okay. Okay, so let's make these and then we'll come back and talk some more about stuff. Okay, so here's my eggs right there, y'all. See this? So here's the thing. How many of you guys love an Egg McMuffin or something else? Or how many of you guys have spouses who drive to work and they pick up a sandwich on the way to work because they figure it won't cost that much, right? Y'all, look at this. I'm so impressed with myself. You could totally do this on a stovetop. And you do not need to cook these all day in your crock pot. This was more just for fun because it's easier to show you guys this. Okay, so I'm going to take these off, but they're hot. Hang on. There we go. Oh, that one's going to be stuck. Y'all, look at that. So I just made the heart of the Egg McMuffin. Right? And get these out. Oh, look at that one, guys. Do you see that? Hang on. Can you see? The light is really bad. Hang on. Let me get the light out. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix that light just a little bit. Oh, that's too dark. Huh. Okay, well, maybe you still can't see it because it's on a white plate. Okay, that's the bad thing about white plates is they don't work really well. So we just made the eggs. But how many of your husband, give me a harder like, or you, drive out and spend to go buy a McMuffin? But what happens when you go to buy that McMuffin? You don't buy just the McMuffin. You end up getting the meal, right? Because you get the hash brown, and you get the drink, and you just spent $4. So So I did the math on my cute little McMuffins, which I can't get this off. Hang on. Don't want to burn myself. Okay. So I did the math on my little McMuffins, which I know you guys can't see very well, but they are here. Why can I not get that light better? I did the math. Let's see if the foil works. And each of these cost me $1. For all 6, it was $6.47, so about $1.10. Now, if you go into the store and you go to McDonald's and you spend and you buy them, you're gonna spend, I know you, because I know me, what you're gonna do, can y'all see that? Oh, that's much better. What you're gonna do is you're gonna spend the $4. So let's say you do that every day you go to work, right? So 20 days a month. You just spent $3 more, 20 times for the month. So y'all, is that $60? Is that right? You just threw away $60. $60 over the course of the next year is gonna be $720. $720 over the course of 10 years is $7,200. $7,200 will take you to Hawaii. Do you want Hawaii or do you want a good price? Do you want an Egg McMuffin? Really? Think about what you really want. Oh, I forgot to do this part. Hang on. Hang on. Then you want to take your Canadian bacon and you want to let it heat up just a little bit. So I'm going to do that really fast. And what you can do is for a busy weeknight, if your kids like these, you can even have them as dinner. Like we're going to actually have these for dinner tonight, okay? Because that's the way I am. Because I love breakfast for dinner. So that's what we're doing in our house. Hang on, I got to toast the rest of these real fast. So we're just going to let these sizzle for just a second. Just to get them warm. But I want you to think, how many times are you so easily spending $2 or $3 and thinking, that is not even a big deal. That $2 or $3 doesn't matter. And then you realize that that $2 to $3 just cost you a trip to Hawaii. Like, what are you choosing? You're choosing what you want right now, this very second, rather than what you really want, which is financial control, right? That's the thing you really want. So now what we're going to do is we've got this done. We're going to go ahead and add our egg. We're going to add some cheese. We're going to add the Canadian bacon as soon as it finishes up. And there you go. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap these up. And I have, because we're all going to be running around town tonight, I'm actually doing these for dinner tonight. So this is going to be our dinner, which makes me really happy to have dinner done this early in the day. You could actually keep them on warm if you've got family coming in town or something. But it's a super simple way to use what you already have. Turn this off. To just be resourceful. I think so often we just think, well, the whole world is buying stuff, and so I need to too. But the truth is, you really don't. And you can totally skip the butter. I'm actually doing no carbs, so I'm just going to eat the egg and the ham and not do the sandwich. Okay, so there we go. Really, guys, the time that it just took you to wait at McDonald's for probably not awesome food, certainly not as good for you food, you could just have these done. Oh my gosh, this Canadian bacon smells so yummy. I wish you were all sitting in my kitchen with me right now. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and stop, but I'll finish those up. So does that make sense, guys? You see how choosing what you want to spend versus what you're wasting on can be huge. So literally, dinner is done. It took 5 minutes. I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Suzanne, for sharing. Don't forget, guys, when you hit that share this button, you will be entered to win the Ninja that I'm using today, and I want you to win it. Misty, okay, so first of all, hearts or likes. Who else loves them an Egg McMuffin? Give me a heart or like if you love an Egg McMuffin. If an Egg McMuffin makes you happy, I want to hear a heart or like. I love them. And I do the Egg White Delight one. I really like that one. I think they use provolone on that one. It's amazing. If you haven't tried the Egg White McMuffin, they only show it, I just got a text message that was weird. Anyways, okay, sorry, I just got a weird text message as we're going. Yeah, so I love the egg. What was I saying? Sorry, that text message totally took me off guard. Linda, I would love for you to win the Ninja too. Okay, so let's talk about today's grocery budget challenge. Click the link below so you can download your free cheat sheets to make this super easy. I want to talk about how much did you spend? I want to know right now, how much did you spend this last I would love for you to say the last 10 weeks on dining and eating out. How much do you spend? I'm going to give you mine of what we spent this last week, and I'm going to show you exactly where my pitfall is, because it may be different than your pitfall. You may not struggle in the same area I do. So my grocery store expenses, we went to Costco over the weekend. I spent $69. Not awful, not amazing, I mean, not like the best ever, but I went to Costco, only spent $69. So that's not horrible, right? Then this is where, so it sounds pretty good. I spent $69 on groceries. You're probably thinking, oh, that's not too shabby, right? Here's where I struggled. Cheesecake Factory, y'all. My sweet mom gave us a $50 gift card to the Cheesecake Factory. We took our 2 girls, so my son wasn't home, so it was just me and my husband and our 2 girls who are 10 and 14. We spent a lot. We don't drink alcohol, so just for but we all did get sodas. So for just our meals, and all I got was an appetizer. So I got an appetizer, my youngest got a kid's meal, and then my husband and my older daughter got regular meals. So they literally just spent, so we spent $100 plus tip. Then we had $50 off, we had a $50 gift card. And so anyways, so we had a $50 gift card, so we spent $50 plus the tip. We never spend that much, and we were trying to be generous with our tip, with our server, because she was really sweet, and we always want to be generous. So I spent $50, even though we had the $50 gift card, okay? So there was that. Costco lunch, because we did that, we felt really, really bad about that, and we had some serious guilt. We spent, the next day, we went to Costco and did lunch for $9.58, and then spent $69 on groceries, which isn't horrible, but it is, it worked out. Then we went out to eat one more time. We typically do eat fairly healthy. Like at Cheesecake Factory, I got the lettuce wraps that were healthy. Costco, I got the pizza, wasn't healthy. At Cane's, how many of you guys have Cane's in your area? If you have a Cane's, give me a harder like. It's kind of like a Zaxby's down south. If you have a Cane's, we spent $22 there. This was over the course of the last 7 days, so those were all of our meals. They have naked chicken at Cane's, which is like, it doesn't have any of the breading. It's really, really yummy and way better for you than regular Cane's. So I just had that and coleslaw. So anyways, if you're looking for a healthier option at Cane's, that is a great one. Hey, my friend Sherry is on. Hey, Sherry, glad to see you today. Okay, so my total expense for the week were $150.58. So really not too shabby for a family of 5, but eating out was where our budget went, and that is where we struggle. So eating out is definitely the place that we struggle the most with. If you are like me, you need to know, how much are you really spending? I think so often it's easy for us to just say, oh, I only spent $70 on groceries, but then you got to eat and you spend $40 or $50 every single time. You have to decide you don't want to do that. If you decide, and you have to decide, what do I really want? And so think about every single time. So just on this alone, had we skipped the $22 at Cane's, right? Had we skipped that, that would have been $22. And that was a family, that was just 3 of us who were eating. My husband and I shared a meal. So, but that was $22. We did get drinks. Drinks are our arch nemesis. If we would just give up sodas, eating out, we would save so much. So that's my area that I struggle in. So $22 at Cane's. If we gave that up over the course of the month, it would be $88. So let's say 100. That would be $1,200. $1,200 over the course of the year. Over 10 years, that's $12,000. Do you see where we're choosing? So we're choosing so often, especially with food and groceries. We have 2 options. We can choose the less expensive option and say, in the long term, my goal is to have my house paid for. My goal is to have my car paid off. My goal is to pay off my medical bills, whatever those things are. But we're choosing short-sighted stuff versus the long-sighted stuff. So I think that is the hugest thing, is if you can decide, what do you want to spend? What do you really, really want versus what you want right now? So this is a huge decision right now, guys. So making Egg McMuffins may sound really silly, and really, I mean, McDonald's is the cheapest we can go. I mean, if you go to Macaroni Grill or somewhere else, you're gonna spend so much more. So that's my encouragement for you today. I'm gonna answer your questions as I make the rest of these. If you didn't watch it, I will send it out via, email. Sorry, we just lost that. I will send it out via email. So click the link and sign up to join us for the Grocery Budget Challenge if you would like to have some more money. Go ahead and ask me any questions you have, and I will answer those for sure. Okay, so I'm still taking out. I've got my Egg McMuffins. 2 done, 5 to go. I am so excited. These would be great to send with your spouse to work, or you can, I'm totally using my fingers, y'all. My hands are clean, I just washed them. I did not put butter on these. You do not, I probably won't put butter. I may just put a little butter on one side. We don't do a lot of butter. There you go. So there's super easy way, and these cost about $1 a piece, so I'm saving about $3 every time we eat one of those instead of the other. How do you keep these warm until dinner? Sandra, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think I might put them in here on the warm setting, so you could definitely do that. Put them in the warm setting. I'm debating sticking them in the freezer and using them for, I need to toast this one, and using them for breakfast. But honestly, I think I may just put them in the Ninja and leave them all day. Yeah. Eating out is definitely the hole in your budget. Heather, isn't it crazy? Like, we do not spend a lot eating at home, but we will waste so much money eating out. So you are not alone, Heather, for sure. Y'all make sure that you sign up to get the free challenge. Click the link, get the free challenge. Don't forget, when you share the video, you will be entered to win a Ninja slow cooker. You want to be debt-free. Becky, yes. Becky, being debt-free would be so worth it. It would be life-changing. Your $150, is that just food? That is just food, but that includes, we don't have any, that pretty much is everything we'll need. So that's all of our grocery expenses. We don't need paper towel or toilet paper or anything like that. So I try to stick to about less than 100 a week for groceries, and I'm probably close to about 75 to 80 for groceries. But eating out is definitely where we spend too much. Some weeks our eating out budget is more than our grocery budget, and I think that's horrible. But we do enjoy eating out, so I don't know what to say about that. So we're trying to figure, I think, and that's the thing that I shared yesterday that is so important, is this all depends so much on what season of life you're in. If you are in a season, we've spent 20 years working to change our budget. We're in a season now where we have some extra money. So if we decide to go out and eat, we're okay. We were not in that season for the first 10, 15 years of our lives. For the first 10, 15 years, life was tight. And so just to save money, we made it super, we were definitely very cautious and did not spend anything. If you are in a place where you have abundance, then you don't need to stress over this. If your finances are fine and you've got oodles of money, then I don't care if you drive through McDonald's and get a Big Mac or whatever. Well, don't get a Big Mac, but anyways, I don't care what you do. But if you're in a place where, I'm gonna just stick these in here and let them sit all day on the warm setting. Okay, but if you're in a place where your finances are crazy, if you're in a place where you don't have enough money, where you sit there every day and you're like, I don't have enough, then that's not the season to say I'm gonna spend 20 bucks on a meal out. It just doesn't make sense. You don't have the money in your finances. So you have to think about where you at. For me, right now, we've been in both places, and I can tell you this place is so much more fun, and I'm so thankful, especially my husband was really, really good in those early years. He, even now, is so super frugal. We never go out. It's very rare that we go to a sit-down meal. We just don't spend a lot of money. We just don't, we've always, honestly, we've always put our money into our homes because we felt like that was an investment. And so we started with a really yucky little fixer-upper home, and then we just kind of kept moving up in-house because we always felt like that was a safe place to put our money. So as we did have more money, that was where we put our money. So we don't buy lots of fancy things. We don't spend a lot of money on clothes. We shop Goodwill. We are very frugal, but our home has been where we put our money. And I will tell you though, those first couple years, especially those early years, and I look at young couples now, and gosh, I'm gonna sound like an old lady, but when I look at couples who I think they have to have so much more, like we had furniture from Goodwill and yard sales. We just didn't have the place to have more stuff. And so it was hard, and there were times that I looked at things. Back then, I think it was easier because we only had magazines. So I would be jealous of what was in magazines, but I wasn't jealous of people on Facebook having bigger houses or fancier clothes. I didn't have that. So I think it's really, really hard to not feel stressed about your finances when there is so much out there. But I think it is so worth it. When I look at where we are now, if I could give you the gift of feeling financial freedom, it would make me so happy because it gives us so much peace. So I definitely encourage you, if you're struggling with your finances, just like I said yesterday, you know, if this is a place that you're struggling and you need some money and you don't know what to do, then just like I said yesterday, suck it up, Buttercup. This is not the season to go out and spend oodles of money that you don't have. This is the time to really change your family's finances and to spend less. Petra, you said that you use coupons to eat out. Coupons to eat out is huge. We went last week, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, we went to Smashburger and there's a buy one, get one free coupon. My 17-year-old and my 14-year-old got a meal. My husband and I got a meal. We spent like $18 and we all ate, which was pretty fabulous. So definitely eating out. If you are eating out, make sure you look for coupons. There are tons. There are always restaurants that have coupons in them. You had this conversation with your kids, Char. Oh, Michelle, I am so glad that you're here for the first time today. That makes my day so happy. I hope you come back and join us again. Yes, Stacey, life was easier before social media. It is definitely harder. Smashburger. Oh, Rebecca, if you have not heard of Smashburger, it's my favorite. They have an amazing salad. Their spinach salad with goat cheese is fantastic, and you should try that out. Hi, Kristen in New Hampshire. Lynn, if the link is not working, it should work as soon as the video is over. You can also check the pin link, and it will be there. Hi, Dolores. You're a first timer as well. So many people who haven't been here. I'm so glad that you guys are here today for sure. So tell me, what is your goal this week? How much do you want to spend this week at the grocery? How much do you want to save this week at the grocery? Right now, I want you to decide, and you can put it in the comments. Right now, today. Hi, Beth. Glad you're here for the first time. Today, if you're going to decide how much less do you want to spend this week at the grocery, I want to see some numbers. Tell me how much, and then tell me what are you going to do with that money? If you save $20 this week on your groceries, what are you going to do with that $20? Chris, so glad you're here as well. Oh, Angela, I'm so glad you're here too. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. That makes me so happy. Yeah, so tell me, what is the one thing how much are you going to save this week, and what are you going to do? Rebecca, you're going to save $50. Rebecca, I know you're going to save $50. My friend Lauren already saved, she saved like $60 yesterday. I was so proud of her. Becky, I'm so glad to see you. $50 Becky's going to save. Becky is doing the keto diet also, which is amazing. She did the keto diet, she said yesterday, and spent, what'd she say, $75 for your family of 4 for all your groceries for the keto recipes? I was super impressed with that. I loved that. Robin, I'm so glad you're going to join us. Do I include paper products in the budget? I do, but I typically buy my paper products from Amazon because I find like they're cheaper. So $50, Hannah is going to save $50 and it's going to go towards your Disney budget. Oh, Hannah, I love that so much. That's super, super exciting. If you save $50, Heather, you're going to spend it on your daughter's bridal shower. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you're having a bridal shower, I have to show you this. Like, this is important. This is important. This isn't a good one to show. Hang on. You got to see this. So at the Dollar Tree, I want you to go right now to the Dollar Tree, like today. Spend the money on this. So look at these. These crafts are from the Dollar Tree, and I think they're the most beautiful vases ever. These were the flowers that I splurged on yesterday to show you guys how not to buy flowers. But yeah, are those not the cutest vases ever? They're $1. So if you're having a bridal shower, go to the Dollar Tree and check those out. Sorry, that was totally random, but I couldn't pass it up because every time I see this, it just gives me joy, and it was $1. It's my happiest dollar ever. Rebecca, yes, Amazon is often cheaper on paper supplies. What is the diet you just mentioned? Tanya, the diet is the keto diet. I am not doing it. I do kind of a lower carb diet, but the keto diet is where you basically eat all fats and proteins and no carbs. So it's a long, Google it, yeah. Aren't these so cute? Don't those make you happy? Sorry. They make me happy. Anyways, I'll answer any questions for about another minute, and then I'll hop off because I know this was a long time to hang out. Robin, Robin, that is a great point. Robin says that she saves so much money by using Kroger ClickList. I do think you can save a ton by using Kroger ClickList because you're not tempted to go into the store. If you do that, you need to make sure you also shop the sales ad. That is so worth it. But yeah, somebody said they're adorable. I love those. Oh, Heather, I'm so glad you're going today. Yeah, this was my favorite finds ever. Hydrangeas are your favorite. They do look beautiful, I know. And like I said yesterday, I feel really bad telling you, don't ever buy those at the grocery store because you don't have money in your budget. But when you do have enough money, so today, don't go buy them. But in like a year or two, when you have some money in your budget, then you can buy the flowers, okay? There you go. So you'll save $70 and spend it. I couldn't see where you're gonna spend it, but $70 is awesome. I think you can do that. Bernita, low carb is awesome. I think for those of you who haven't done low carb, I do low carb a few days a week, and I think you have so much energy when you do it. You want to save $20 to $30. Leona, I can't see what you're gonna save it on, what you're gonna spend it on, but I know it'll be awesome. How can you save on grocery shopping? Jessica, click the link below, join our grocery budget challenge, and we will teach you how to save on that. Buy the flowers the day after Valentine's Day. That is so smart. Who just told me that? Okay, y'all, we are all gonna go out. Robin, thank you. Robin, yes, the day after Valentine's Day, I give you all permission to go buy flowers. Thank you, Robin. Another thing you can buy the day after Valentine's Day is buy the M&Ms and take the red ones and use them for the 4th of July, red and white. There you go. Kathleen, we're just answering questions right now. $30 and purchase. You saved $75 last week. Ashley, I am so excited about that. That's a huge amount of money. Julia, thank you for saying I hope I just get excited, Julia. You know, that's the way I get. It's exciting. Chris, coupons and a store loyalty card can save you a ton of money, Chris. I love that you're doing that. Put the free M&Ms into the freezer. Yeah, I have to, or I'll eat them for sure. Okay, you guys, I am praying an amazing day for you. I challenge you today. Don't spend anything. Look in your pantry, look in your freezer, look in your fridge. Figure out what you can make. Mary, for those of you who are saying teach me, click the link, sign up for the challenge. We're going to send this all out via email. I will also send out the recipe for my yummy, amazing, I know y'all are super impressed, McDonald's muffins. It is so fun, guys. Save for what's really important. Don't waste your money on things that aren't worth it. You want to save for the big stuff in the long run. I'm praying a beautiful day for you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.